Welcome Helldivers, or soon to be Helldivers, to a video which you will probably never watch again. Today you'll be listening to a random person give their honest opinion on Helldivers 2 weapons, buffs, and fixes, in my opinion. If you don't like my opinion or think I'm overdoing it, then you better not find me in your mission, buddy. Anyways, first weapon. The AR-23 Liberator. I'm gonna be honest, this gun is already good as it is. There's nothing wrong with this weapon. The great starter, the best all-rounder. If you need a weapon and you don't know what to choose, you would go with the fucking Liberator. I'm pretty sure everyone would agree.
There's something here.
But, honestly, I feel like they really should give this weapon something that other weapons have. And I would say give it the option to have a faster fire rate, around maybe 750, 800. I feel like that would be at least reasonable and better for this weapon. It would just make sense, because other weapons, they have that and their recoil goes up significantly. And I feel like this weapon will really take that advantage of having that, as well as some other weapons, but we'll get to those later on. Anyways, next weapon. The next weapon I got is the AR-23A Liberator Carbine. Now, I'm be honest, this weapon is actually pretty good. A lot of people give it hate for no reason at all. I don't know why. This weapon is good up close. May not be better at long range than the original Liberator, but this weapon could really, and I mean this, really benefit against having a faster reload speed than basically every AR inside this game. For a short range, high fire rate AR that does pretty good damage, this thing really would just be way more better with a faster reload speed. Now, I know Siege Ready passive, that a lot of people know for the past couple months, already gives every single weapon a faster reload speed. But this weapon having a faster reload speed off rip will make it 10 times better. Especially since it's only for close range, if you think about it. The sight on this weapon is not built for far range. This is a specifically close range optic. So it would just make more sense for it to have faster reload speed. It already has the faster fire rate. It already has good damage. It already has good everything. Yeah, the recoil may be a bit difficult for some people, but this weapon is already good. And since it's really based on the standard Liberator, any buffs that weapon should get, this one should get in one way. As I'm saying, damage, range, probably not, but who knows. And I just think having a faster reload speed on this weapon, without the need of siege passive, would definitely benefit a lot of people when using this weapon. Anyways, next weapon. The next weapon I got is the AR-61 Tenderizer. Now, this weapon is already good as it is. Not even, it is fucking great. It has low recoil, pretty good mag size, has good fire rate all around, and not gonna lie, it's a pretty good AR. There's nothing really wrong with this weapon. Nothing at all. But I really do think having a faster reload speed as well on this weapon would really come in handy. It's a light armor penetrating weapon. It has high damage as well, but only 35 in the mag, with an optional 1 if you reload with a bullet inside the weapon already. This weapon could really benefit with a faster reload speed, just like a lot of the other weapons, as I said earlier. And yeah, faster reload speed could help, but what about the magazine size? I don't think some people understand that this really feels much more of a battle rifle and assault rifle combination rather than just a standard assault rifle. It has high damage and low penetration. That seems like a battle rifle and assault rifle combined. Now, if they were to make this a medium armor penetrating weapon, this would be over the top. Really over the top. I feel like it fits best at light penetration. You know, it just feels better at that. You have no problem with it. It can shoot heads from far away with the automatons. It can nail the hell out of the bugs, and it can destroy with the aluminum. This weapon right here is good already, but having a better reload speed would probably benefit it a lot. Just my opinion. Anyways, next weapon. Next weapon I got for you is the AR-23C Liberator Concussive. Now listen, this weapon is okay. It's alright. I'm gonna be honest, it lacks in one way that it doesn't lack in another. Fire rate is fine. I feel like for a weapon like this, the fire rate is good. But also the magazine size, that is fucking great. But I really do think this weapon would benefit with an increased damage output. And maybe reduce the recoil, but I feel like the recoil on it already, it's not that bad. Especially standing up, it's not that bad. While moving, I don't think you would be moving and shooting that fucking far. But either way, it's not that bad. Now this weapon really does benefit with the Terminids, which is why I switched over to them. And against the automatons, it lacks a little bit, and that's why I say it should have a little bit more damage. Just a slight bit more. Having a slight bit more damage to this weapon would honestly benefit a lot. Not only would it kill Terminids, oh, that's a word. Not only would it kill the bugs quicker, but it definitely will kill the bots quicker. And for the squids, I'm pretty sure it's obvious. This weapon really does screw with the squids a lot, but maybe, just maybe, a little bit more damage could really benefit this weapon a lot. And if not reduce the recoil, then I guess the damage will just be it. This weapon is already good. Not many people use it because of its fire rate, but the fire rate isn't bad. The damage isn't bad, but it just needs to be better. We have overpowered weapons, so they should feel overpowered. This weapon feels a little bit underpowered in some ways, so giving it a bit more damage will honestly benefit a lot. Anyways, next weapon. Anyways, next weapon I got here is the AR-23P Liberator Penetrator. Now, I'll be honest, this weapon is pretty fucking great. Not just great, it's amazing. It's just fucking amazing. But honestly, I feel like the damage output is a little bit underwhelming. Just a little bit. I feel like buffing up the damage just by a little would just make this gun way more better. My opinion, buff it up to 70. Buffing this weapon up to 70 will honestly be really, really good. Not too much, so the weapon isn't too crazy that will make everyone use this weapon over all the others. But it's already decent as it is. It's already good, it's already great, it's got everything that you need. You got medium penetration, decent damage, and relatively low recoil. This weapon is great. And you got a scope on it that can give you ranges that you will need it to be used for. So I think giving this weapon a little bit more damage will honestly greatly improve it. What else I think is reducing the recoil. Now, here's my idea. If they increase the damage, reducing the recoil might seem a little bit too much to some. To me, not at all. Reducing the recoil, I will greatly appreciate that, because I love this weapon. But I feel like some people think it is too overpowered. Who do you think we are? Are we Helldivers? Or are we just some little people with guns? We are gonna kill all of these different factions, and you want to talk about weapon being too overpowered? Now, I feel like another thing that they should add to this. Give it the option to have a faster fire rate, just like the standard Liberator. Give it an option to have a faster fire rate. Because with the fire rate it has right now, I like it. I like it. For far range engagements, it is great. It is amazing.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
And I feel like up close sometimes it just lacks just a little bit. Upping that damage and giving us an option for a faster fire rate, at least up to 800, would be really great. See, I would be fine for even 100 more fire rate, or RPM, as some would say. I wouldn't be mad about that. That is actually pretty great. Going from, what, 640 to 740? I will take that. Some people might think otherwise, but giving this weapon the option to have a faster fire rate would be really good. Not only that, it will increase the recoil. So if someone think that having a faster fire rate on this weapon will make it too good against far range, it already has somewhat recoil mid-range and close range. It won't be hardly any different. So, what do I think? It's a great weapon. What they should do, give it more damage and give us an option for a faster fire rate. That is all I ask. Anyways, next weapon.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Democracy has landed.
Next weapon I have for you, y'all. It's a BR-14 Adjudicator. Now, I don't think some people understand what this weapon really is for.
Proceed to extraction when ready.
This is a battle rifle. Just like the Tenderizer, but the Tenderizer is a lighter gun. It's a lighter gun. It's more heavier. It's a battle rifle, y'all. Y'all gotta fucking understand what the fuck a battle rifle is. Now, this weapon is mostly built for damage and range, not control, not accuracy. It's built to do damage against heavier enemies. For instance, if you're going up against the automatons, you would rock this weapon. But you need to understand that this weapon isn't really built for up close and personal. You don't run up into the automaton area. You don't just run up into a whole base with this weapon and expect to kill everyone. It has 30 rounds. This weapon is built for range. It's built for you to stand your ground, pick them off, and push up slowly. Unlike all the other weapons in this game. All the other weapons, you're able to do what you want. This weapon, you need a roll to come with this weapon. Which is why I feel like they should decrease the recoil just by a slight bit. Like, just look at this. Crouching. It's not that bad. You know, it's really not that bad. Standing, though. It's a little bit something you see, right? But it's the problem that some people don't get. When you're walking, it just goes everywhere. Like, it just, yikes. And yes, some people are gonna say, when you're walking, you're not really controlling it as well, because you're not holding yourself still. You're not bracing for all that recoil. Yeah, obviously. Which is why I feel like they should just tune down the damage just a little bit. Well, not the damage, my fault. Tune down the recoil just a little bit. Keep the damage where it's at, actually. I feel like it's good. And also, give an option to have a faster fire rate as well. Pretty sure this weapon will really do good with it. From what I can tell, it's around 500 something for RPM. And I feel like this weapon will really do good at 600. Give it the option to have 600, lower down the recoil, and people have well, a good use for this weapon. Because now, not only could you use it at far range, but semi. You can definitely put it in automatic and just use it up close with a little bit less recoil and the option to have a slight faster fire rate. This weapon could really do damn well. And I speak that truly because I love this weapon. When I had this weapon when I first started the game, oh, I fell in love with it. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people did too. But the problem was it lacked ammo. So, they should give us more. Give us a little bit more than what we really asked for. But, no one Arrowhead. Sometimes they just can't deliver exactly what we want. But, they deliver in a way that we will appreciate something. And I say, faster fire rate. Simple. Just give it a little bit faster fire rate and everything will be fine. I won't complain. I'm pretty sure a bunch of other people won't complain. All we have to do is hope now. Anyways, next weapon. Alright, the next weapon is something I don't have, which is the kill zone weapon that came in not too long ago. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the weapon here, but I'm gonna give my opinion on it from using it from others. Just keep the weapon the way it is. Don't change it. Keep it the way it is. I feel like it's good as already. I know some people don't use it because maybe it's recoil, maybe it's a little bit lacking in one way or another, but this thing fucking talks too much. Anyways, I just think that they should just keep it the way it is. Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, next weapon. Alright, next weapon I got for y'all. The R2124 Constitution. Now, I think some people don't understand how this weapon really works, and I'm just going to explain it to y'all. It is a fucking marksman rifle. Understand that, and shut up.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Now, I'll be honest, I really do feel like this weapon would definitely benefit from having its penetration increased. Just up to heavy. That would honestly make this weapon 20 times better. And with the low amount of ammo it has, with 5, and then you just have around 100 just sitting in your pockets, I feel like this weapon really would benefit having better penetration. While also that they should up the damage just a slight bit, up to maybe around 225 to 250. Just my opinion. I just feel like it would definitely be better that way. Because not only would this gun have better penetration, but it will be able to pop heads very easily with that more heavier, you know, that more damage. You know, it would just really just make this gun way more better. And I feel like other people would definitely be satisfied using this weapon while popping the Hulk's eye. I really do. And I feel like it should do that. Because what is a marksman weapon without using it for what it really is? You're going to use this thing to aim down the scope, to aim down the sight, and just absolutely pop heads. Especially from afar, this weapon really would do very well. Now, as well as that, hopefully at some point, somewhere in the future, they give us the option to have weapon customization. And if they do, this weapon should immediately, and I say this immediately, should get a scope attached to it. Nothing else. Give it a scope attached to this weapon of excellence. And just watch it. Just watch the numbers just rise. Having increased damage, increased penetration, and the scope on this weapon would make it 10 times better than anything. Anyways, next weapon. Now, the next weapon I'm going to mention is also another weapon that I do not have as of yet. But that is the Deadeye. The R6 Deadeye. I'll be honest, this weapon is good. I used it from players, and this weapon is a solid weapon. And I feel like they should just keep it the way it is. Don't change it. Don't do nothing to it. Don't even think about looking its fucking direction. Keep it the way it is, and everyone will be happy. 300 damage. And medium penetration. That is a great, and I mean a great way of doing this weapon. And I feel like it should stay as that. Nothing to change. Not at all. But if we were to change something, maybe make it a little bit faster reloading. Just a slight bit. Could work. Anyways, next weapon.
I'm out.
Democracy has been well
Alright.
delivered. May your
Anyways.
instruction be swift.
Next weapon I got is the R63 Diligence. In my opinion, this gun is fucking amazing. It is top tier weapon in this game. And I don't think some people realize that. With a high damage 180 and decent recoil with this weapon, it really, and I mean really does fucking amazing. And with the scope options up to 150 meters, I like it. But honestly, I feel like they should tighten the spread or reduce the sway on this weapon, because it doesn't feel as accurate as I think it would be. Like
There's something here.
it just doesn't feel accurate at all. Sometimes it feels like I'm able to hit headshots upon headshots and I can never stop. Other times, I can't even hit a single shot on their head. It's just there. It sees them, it goes towards them, but then it just gives them a little bit of a smack on the head and not totally obliterate their fucking skull. Now, I think it being more accurate would make this weapon way more better and decrease its reload speed. Well, my fault. wrong choice of words. Increase the reload speed. It would definitely make this weapon way more better. And against the counter sniper variant of this weapon, this being a lighter, more quicker, and faster version of it would 100% make this weapon 10 times better. Because not only does it have light penetration and does 180 damage, having a faster reload speed, but recently I'm adding a bigger mag, up to 25 from 20. Yeah, I think having a faster reload on this weapon would do good. And yeah, some people are gonna ask, why won't you just use Siege Ready passive? Well, maybe because I want to have a little bit of a sneaky role in my approach with this weapon. I want to be able to run scout armor, or not even just engineering, any type of other armor than Siege Ready, just so I can have a good gameplay, just so I can fit my role as a marksman. This weapon is a marksman rifle, giving it a little bit, just a little bit of a faster reload speed and just a little bit less sway will be very beneficial to this weapon. Anyways, let's go on to the next weapon. Next weapon I got for y'all is the R63CS Diligence Counter Sniper. Now, this weapon is a goated tier weapon off the rip. And yes, some people would say it lacks in ammo, which makes sense because this weapon is more built for steady and more defensive engagements, and more like sitting far away from the enemy. This is a counter sniper. This is not your regular marksman rifle, or as what people who play games just know as a marksman rifle, to just aim and shoot a trigger and it just fucking works that way. This weapon is more than just a counter sniper. It is a weapon you use for a certain type of mission or a certain type of role. Now, how I use a counter sniper is I simply just snipe with it. How else am I supposed to put this weapon other than just snipe with the weapon? You have 200 meters of a zoom optic. You have 200 damage each bullet, and you only have 15 rounds. Now, in my opinion, I think they should increase the damage just by a slight bit, and I say by 25. That's it, just 25. Nothing else. I feel like putting it at 25 would make this weapon feel much more better. The weapon already does great. There's nothing wrong with that as much, but having a little bit more damage would honestly make this weapon way more better. And the recoil, you shouldn't even mind for the recoil. The recoil isn't even the problem here. Not only that, the action on this weapon, oh, it is amazing compared to the other counterpart. This one is just god tier. It's simple and yet fantastic accuracy. Now sometimes, as you can see, it kind of looks a little bit weird, a little bit to the side from the reticle, but it's there's nothing bad with that. All you gotta do is just opt the weapon to exactly how it is. It's a far range weapon. You don't use this at close range. You don't expect to do greatly with this weapon at close range. It has 15 rounds. Just because it does 200 damage don't mean you bring this into a base. In my opinion, for some people that use this, they should just rock scout armor or the siege ready. Just rock one of those two and stay back and snipe. Some people gotta understand that this game, you have roles to you, that you have a different specific role to how you play this game. And I know that there is two different types of people in this game that play Helldivers. You have the type that just don't care for roles. You're all the same. You take any type of weapon, grenade, even passive, that just makes the mission 20 times easier than it has to be. And then you have the others, just like me, who put in a specific role for this weapon. And I think having higher damage for this weapon would really suit it very much. Anyways, next weapon. What we have is the accelerator rifle. And I'm not gonna lie with y'all, this weapon's buns. It's terrible. I don't like it. I know a lot of people else don't like it, and it's just ass. It's just terrible. And I feel like what they really should do is just up damage on this by a lot. Like, just a lot. They really do need to up the damage on this. And I feel like putting it at a heavy armor penetration would definitely do well for this weapon too. Because this is classed as a sniper rifle. You should be able to be far away doing high damage to heavy enemies. And this doesn't even scratch heavy enemies. It only scratches the lesser, more common kind. This weapon should be able to take down heavy enemies with no problem. It just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't do it for anybody. Now, only 9 rounds or 9 shots, being a burst 3 each time you pull the trigger, will only around 350 damage. And that's not even comparing to the direct and plasma damage. This weapon really does need a huge buff, and I think the damage really needs that buff. And I say increase the damage to at least 600, at least, and this weapon would be amazing. That's all I got. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and another one will be coming out soon. Adios.